Welcome back to another episode. This is episode 23. Today we're going to be looking at a simple tip for improving your productivity. So firstly, thank you for joining me. I hope you're having a great week so far. And I hope that what we're about to discuss today will help improve the rest of your week. Now, recently we've gone quite deep into philosophy, neuroscience, and some fairly heavy stuff. So we're going to go a little bit more simple today, something that is applicable in your day-to-day life. Because everybody has a job to do, whether that is paid work, unpaid work, as an employee, a business owner, a mother, a partner, a carer, it doesn't matter. Everybody has something that they need to do. And when you get more efficient with how you manage your time, you can make that better, okay? It will only help you if you improve your time management. So with that in mind, I want to introduce you to the concept of time blocking. So most of us operate from a place of chaos. We are forever working off a to-do list. We have reminders, we have notes, we have emails, we have texts, bits of paper everywhere. It means things get missed. And it means you struggle to prioritize and you never really feel like you're getting ahead. You're busy, but you're not being productive, because real productivity requires focus, careful planning, and knowing exactly what you need to do when you need to do it, which is something time blocking allows for. Time blocking means scheduling out your entire day based on the tasks, activities, projects, whatever it is you need to do on that particular day. It means assigning a given time just for that particular thing. So during that particular assigned time period, you will work on that one thing and nothing else. And of course, you can see how that will dramatically increase your focus. It will stop time being wasted. You'll be able to see what unused hours you have and where your time is actually going. And it really increases focus, because when you know you've only got a certain number of hours to complete something, and when the time ends, you've got to move on, you will focus in and you'll get it done. Now, along with work, it's also really important that you schedule in your personal time, time for your own goals, self-care, a bit of downtime, all that kind of stuff. And the thing with that, those are the things that tend to get put aside by people. If you know you've got things to do and you've got a choice between going to the gym and training or working on a work deadline, you're going to do the work deadline. You're not going to worry about going to the gym. Whereas if you had scheduled everything in correctly, you'd put it into time blocks, you're more likely to get both things done. So you're not only prioritizing your work, you're also prioritizing yourself. And as you know from my previous written work and blogs and podcasts and everything, you are the most important thing that you have. So you need to prioritize yourself. And if you don't know where your time's going, you're not going to be able to do that. So with this particular time blocking method, it has been estimated that an average 40-hour work week can increase the level of output to about 60 hours. So just by focusing in and knowing exactly what you're doing when you're doing it, you can give yourself upwards of another 20 hours equivalent of work time a week. It's a big difference maker, and I've noticed a huge difference since I've started doing it myself. And there's loads of different ways of doing it. You can go as detailed as you like, and that is down to you. I know people who factor in their meal times, their shower times, the time that it takes them to drive somewhere, or there are people like me who take a bit more of a generalized approach. Now, for myself, I have an action day planner. They're like 20 quid off of Amazon, something like that. I've had one of these for the last couple of years, and in it, I have a breakdown of all of my days. You can see everything. I time block, that's all my notes falling out. I time block everything in, so I know exactly what I'm working on, when I'm working on it, when I'm coaching, when I'm working on projects, when I've got clients, when I've got free time to train, all that kind of stuff. That keeps me on track. I also have a big whiteboard that my main projects go on, and I have a mini whiteboard, which is this one, that goes through 6 daily tasks that are relevant to whatever is scheduled for the day. And it might seem a little bit over the top, but it means I always know what needs doing, when it needs doing, and what time I have to do it in. Because if you don't own your time will own you. And unfortunately, time is the one thing you can't get back and you can't buy more of. So it's worth knowing what needs to be done, when it needs to be done, and making the most of it. So as a call to action today, I want you to go and time block your own day tomorrow, whether that is on a piece of paper, in a journal, if you like the calendar apps on your phone, whatever, just time block out. Time block when you're going to be at work, or when you're working on a project, when you're going to the gym, when you need to pick the kids up, when you need to clean this, whatever it needs doing relevant to your own life, block out the appropriate amount of time for it, and then see the difference in how much you're actually able to get done each day. Now that's going to be all for this week. I said we'd keep it simple, but I would like to remind you to join me in the Limitless group for access to exclusive training and all kinds of other good stuff. I will put a link up in the comments for you, and then I'm going to be back next week with another episode. If there is anything in particular you would like me to cover, whether that is simple things like little tips like we've talked about today, or the more advanced neuroscience, philosophy, anything like that, anything that you're interested in, send me a message and I will be happy to put something together on it. Other than that, make sure you go time block your day, and I will be back next week.